Hi guys, we got some awesome changes for Windwalker Monk going into midnight, and I wanna talk about them quite deeply, so I hope you bring some time with you. So let's get started. Let's start with the hero talents here first. So Conduit of the Celestials is getting huge buffs. The new talent, Path of the Falling Star, increases the damage of Conduit by 100% if striking a single target, which is quite a lot actually. Yeah, it's amazing. Um, it is reduced if you hit more targets, but if you are able, especially in PvP or in arena, to hit a single target, it is crazy. Um, so it depends how much they will nerf the base damage of a spell. I'm pretty sure they will nerf it. I I don't think they would let you one shot someone just with a spell. So we will see. The next thing here is Yulon's Knowledge has been redesigned. Now increases the damage of Rising Sun Kick by 15%, which is awesome. Actually, yeah, I love the change. I would love with talent here to have to be or to be tied to Shadowpan. But yeah, um, what also is interesting about this talent, um, every multiplier here to Rising Sun Kick also applies to Rushing Wind Kick. So Rushing Wind Kick also is also increased by 15%. This sounds pretty good. Heart of the Jade Serpent no longer decreases the cooldown time of Flying Serpent Kick. So this means no longer for Slicing Winds as well, I think. Not too much of a bummer, in my opinion. It's still great. Maybe we won't take Slicing then anymore. I think it's way better to have mobility, especially in midnight now, because the pruning hits everybody equally hard, I think. So having more mobility is always a good thing, and I don't know if it's worth to spend 2 talent points for Slicing Winds, so I think that area is over if they don't change it. Let's move on. Celestial Conduit no longer splits its damage and now deals reduced damage beyond 5 targets. This is pretty huge, especially in PvE, because right now it's like if Conduit deals 1 million damage, it doesn't matter if you hit a single target, if you hit 5 targets or 10 or a million targets, it only splits its damage, so it will only deal 1 million damage. Yeah, I think that's a great change. Awesome. Flight of a Red Crane has been removed. I don't think that's huge. Maybe you will miss like the 20% energy gain. But that's it. The damage wasn't too high. It was passive, so nothing to worry about. It's okay. Windwalker changes. So I'm worried that those changes here alone could make Celestials way stronger than Shadowpan. Because you have 2 huge buttons, like combined in one hero talent tree, and Shadowpan has nothing to compensate that, but we will take a look now for the changes for Shadowpan. There's a new talent which increases your movement speed by 50%, but only for the first 8 seconds of combat. So yeah, this is only viable in Mythic Plus. For PvP, this is useless. But this one here is quite nice. Roll's cooldown is reduced by 10%. I think it will reduce Roll's cooldown for about 1 to 2 seconds, which is quite nice. We'll take it for sure. This is a big one, and I love it. Wisdom of the Wall has been redesigned, and I am so happy about it. Zenith, which is Weapons of Order, they just renamed it to Zenith, causes Rising Sun Kick and Spinning Crane Kick to launch 3 flurry strikes. I am so happy. First of all, I'm so happy we don't have like this panda pet. I really was pretty sad about it to be forced into having a pet. Um, but I welcome this change by a ton. I love it. Um, but I mean, it's the keystone, and it only gives you 3 flurry strikes each time you rise and sun kick, or spinning crane kick. But most of the time, you will rise and sun kick in single target. Hopefully, they will change that one as well. But um, yeah, it feels quite weak because flurry strikes don't deal that much damage right now. And let's say in a 15-second window, you can use Rise and Sun Kick 3 to 4 times maybe. So you get 9 to 12 flurry strikes, which feels very low compared to having Zuin and the 100% damage increase here to conduit. This feels very lackluster. I don't know, they should increase that or change it again. But please not to a pet. But I love the direction. I think that's a pretty cool change, but I don't think it's enough damage-wise. Okay. Veteran's Eye has been redesigned. Now increases haste by 5%. Baseline, so you no longer have to stack it to 10%, but it was 10% before. Now it's only 5%, so it's a big nerf. But you have value in an instant. Like in PvP, it's okay. I mean, it's good. You can just rush into a fight and pop cooldowns and instantly have full value here. So nothing to stack. So that's fine. We are losing a bit of haste. Shadow over the battlefield has been renamed to Shadow because Shadowpan. They just removed the W here. And now deals nature damage instead of shadow damage, which is nice. I think that's way more fitting than shadow damage. Nature damage for our monk is pretty nice. I like that. Since every other spell does nature damage. So this change just fits. Awesome. But it deals reduced damage. I think they don't want flurry strikes to be like your #1 AoE damage source, so they nerfed it. But in single target, let's hope it deals a lot of damage. And this one here, they removed the 10% more damage increase to flurry strikes. Yeah, nothing much to talk about because we don't know how much damage it will really do. We have to see. Class changes, not much, but they introduced a new talent, Chi Transfer, which heals you for 50% of the damage done by Touch of Death. Yeah, I think that's a dead talent, dead weight. So yeah, that's unfortunate. Maybe it is useful for open world questing or something, but yeah, no one will ever take it. I'm pretty sure about it. Icons have been updated. That's cool. And bounce back has been removed. Bounce back was, yeah, it wasn't too bad actually. Let's take a look. It was this talent here, bounce back. I mean, it's okay. I think it's okay, but we are missing more and more defensive tools, so I think we will be very squishy. Hopefully our damage can negate that, so we can just walk in and out of fights and burst like a rogue. But being one-shot and having no defensive tools sucks. That one for sure. Yeah, let's move on. So here we have the Windwalker changes. Weapons of Order has been renamed to Zenith, which is cool. I like the name. Um, and here we have a new talent, Sunfire Spiral. Rising Sun King gains 20% additional effectiveness from Mastery, Combo Breaker, which is amazing. I love this. Like, that's what I'm looking for actually. To me, this one or changes like this are way more exciting than a flat 5% damage increase to a spell. So this makes me think about Mastery, and yeah, I love it. I love strong Rising Sun kicks. So I think this one is a no-brainer. You will take it all day. Then we have another new talent here, Weapon of Wind. Your damage of Zenith is increased by 10%. This is kind of expected, like, honestly. I don't like that it is an extra talent point, because right now in life, if you have Storm, Earth and Fire, you deal 120% damage. Now we only get 10%, and we also have to spend a talent point to get the 10%. I mean, we will spec into it for sure, but we have to spend another talent point just to get the compensation here, which is it's okay. It's fine. Another new talent here, your melee attack speed is increased baseline by 30%, and this bonus is doubled by during Zenith. This is very interesting to me. I love the idea behind this. I mean, it's boring, it's passive maybe to some people, but fantasy-wise, having your kicks or your fists doing more damage is cool. I like it. But right now the melee hit damage you do is awful. Like, yeah, it's almost nothing. So they would have to buff it like for about 100% to make it meaningful. Here's another talent. Your auto attack critical strike chance is increased by 15%. Yeah, I am not sure about this one. Yeah. But I'm open. Like, I love the idea, and let's see how this talent here will do. Zenith Stomp is a new talent here. Activating Zenith causes you to release a powerful stomp, which deals nature damage. Yeah, it depends how good it is, but it's 3 damage, so I guess this is a no-brainer. We will take it. As long as it doesn't break or CC, and let's see how, I mean, nearby enemies, it's like maybe a 10-yard range, I guess. But I think this is awesome. Yeah, I would take it anyways, I guess. Here you get 15% increased magic damage, which adds up quite a lot. I mean, you see here, Zenith Stomp is magic damage, Flurry Strikes is magic damage. Our kid now has a lot of nature damage attacks, so increasing your magic damage by 15%, it's quite awesome, especially for Conduit. So yeah, this one is a no-brainer for Conduit, and for Shadowpan, it depends how much damage Flurry Strikes will deal. But this one also increases like the damage of Rushing Wind Kick. You have so much multiplier here for Rising Sun Kick, and those multipliers will apply for Rushing Wind Kick as well. So having here another 50% more damage. Damn it. Rushing Wind Kick will hit like a truck, I guess. Damn it. So many good choices, and I think that makes like Windwalker Monk actually pretty cool overall. Like, you have 2 different hero talents which are both pretty good. So yeah, I like it. I love the changes in general, so I'm very happy about it right now. This one here has redesigned, no longer stacks, so it just deals a base amount of damage. No longer increases the damage of Tiger Palm. It's okay. Tiger Palm wasn't that big of a part, of your damage overall, so nothing to worry about. Teachings of a monastery, blackout kicks are now cast at a 25% effectiveness. Okay. We will talk about it here in a second. Blackout kick damage is increased baseline by 300%. This is huge, actually. This is a big buff. I know they nerfed like this one here by to 25%, but this one is way better. Way better. Right now, if I go back to this tree here, you get here only on the blackout kick proc, you get like the 300% damage buff. I mean, here it is 350%, fine, but still now we are getting 300% baseline damage to blackout kick, which is insane. Like every time we press blackout kick, it will hurt. And right now it deals more damage when Rising Sun kick, so yeah, it's crazy. I love it. Like, I'm a big fan of blackout kick, so I love the change. So overall, it's way more damage, especially because the 80% cleave damage you do with blackout kick now applies to every single blackout kick you use, so damn it, this will be amazing. Jade Firestorm damage increased by 200%, which is quite good actually. Right now it isn't too bad, but having to spend 2 talent points feels not worth it. So, but this change could make it kind of viable. We have to test it. Dance of Chi-Ji's activation chance is reduced by 33%, which I personally like. Because I don't like using Spinning Crane Kick in single target. I would love them to change this to a AoE spell only. Yeah, maybe I hope they will change things to Spinning Crane Kick as well. But this change here I like overall. And those things here have been removed. They removed G-Wave. It wasn't too big, but it was self-heal as well. Like, it was healthy. We lost Bounce Back here. Defensive tool, we are losing a little bit of self-healing here. Zoon is lost. Rushing Jade Wind, sadly, I loved it. It was quite a good portion of my damage. This one I like, it's gone. This one is gone, thank you. And this one as well. In my opinion, Monk hits the right direction, so I hope they will continue so. Yeah, that's it. Please tell me what you think about the changes, what you would change, what you like, what you don't like. I would love to hear about that. So yeah, thanks for listening and see you next time. Bye bye!